In today's lesson, we're going to be going through our first form, which is called San Zhan in Mandarin and Sum Chien in the original Hokkien dialect that is spoken in Fujian Province, where this style originated from. Now, San Zhan looks like a very basic form, and physically the movements are very few, yeah? So it's really easy for a beginner to learn. But it's the most advanced form in our syllabus. And we teach it at the beginning because it gives you a longer time to get good at it. Some schools don't teach it at the beginning because it's quite advanced. But the way I was taught was it was taught at the beginning, and I think that's the best way. Learning the San Zhan form is like peeling an onion. Every year you train, every few months you train, you just unravel more and more secrets of the San Zhan form. And as I always say to all of my students, if you understand the San Zhan form, then you understand the Tiger Crane combination. And not just the Tiger Crane combination, but a lot of the Southern Shaolin styles that came from the Fujian Province. If you go through the styles that came out of the Southern Shaolin Temple, most of them, especially the 5 ancestor styles, have San Zhan either at the beginning or somewhere in their system. It's such an important form. A San Zhan means 3 wars or 3 battles, and it talks about the battles as a student, on the basic level as a student, the battles you have with your body, the battle you have with your mind, and the battle you have with your spirit. Yeah? So as a student, you start training, your body just doesn't work, you're constantly battling, get your elbows in, get your stance lower, get more flexible, get stronger, and it's a constant battle with your body. And over time, this battle develops, and you realize actually it's not a battle with my body, it's a battle with my mind. It's about concentration, persistence, resilience, and these are all mental faculties. And then this later develops in the battle with your spirit, which is not a mystical word. Spirit is character and your worth and value as a person, as a human being. Yeah? So Christina's going to go through the form. First we're going to break it down slowly to explain to you how to do it, and then she'll go through it fast. So I'll just get out of the way, but I'll direct the movements. So again, like always, you start the form making sure you're standing straight and your posture is aligned and your crown is drawn up. The first thing you do is you expand your eyes and bring your character, your presence into your face and try to force that out of you. So imagine you've got a bubble around you and you're trying to fill the room, or wherever you are, just fill that space with you. Yeah, become bigger than you are. When you're at that stage and ready to begin the physical movements, the first thing you do is you grip your fists. You've done this, you draw up fast and sharp to your waist. And then you come out with your right leg into your shoulder width, turn your feet in, and make sure you're settled in your horse stance. Then your left hand comes across your body with a palm underneath the fist of your right hand. And you bring this out. This is our salute. The hands are not touching, but your palm of your left hand is hovering above the knuckles of the right. And this is you presenting to people the hand of war and the hand of peace. Then at this point, you open the fist and you draw your elbows together, allowing both palms to face up. The left hand stays on top and the right hand stays on the bottom. Keeping your elbows in, open both palms, make fists, draw in, and punch down. Open your palms, and we call these upper blocks. So the palms remain facing you the whole time in a big semicircle, up, and again you have your V shape. And then from here, keeping everything in the same position, all you do is rotate your wrists to allow your palms to face away from you. The alignment is still. Elbows in, wrists further out so you've got your V shape. Straight line from the tops of your fingers to your shoulder. This is too high, this is too low, this is correct. This gives you a very strong structure where you can take a lot of force, yeah? Now, from this position, this is the opening of all of our freehand patterns. This is how they open. This is the signature of our system, yeah? This is how the freehand forms open. Now, she opens her left foot to allow the hip to open, steps forward with the right leg into walking stance, turns the front foot in and makes sure she's settled correctly, 60-40. Turns the palms over, draws in, twin spear hand out. At the completion of the twin spear hand, she makes fists. She allows her shoulders to settle back, draws her elbows in together, and then draws her fists together. And then back to straight. Opens the foot, steps forward again, opens the palms, same thing. Draw in, twin spear hand, make fists, and we call this a break. So she does the break. One more time. So she's now done this 3 times forwards. And she's going to do the same thing 3 times backwards. So step backwards, turn the front foot in, open the palms, twin spear hand, fists and break. Now from there, she's done 3 forwards, 3 back. This is the most important part of the San Zhan form. Yeah? It's 3 steps forward, 3 steps back. Now, she steps forward again and draws her hands back. And then she imagines there's 2 people either side here in front of her. And she punches out wide at her own shoulder height. Then she imagines there's 2 people standing directly behind her, either side, and she wants to elbow them, so she draws her elbows back. This allows her chest to expand. And then at this point, she just smashes her elbows together. Yeah? Right hand in front of left hand. Okay? So let's just do that bit again. So from there, out, back, in. Okay? Very important. Get the expansion and the contraction of the chest. That's what you're working with this movement. Now she opens the palm of the left hand and she drops it down while pulling the right one back to her center line. This position is locked. Thumb is locked towards the forearm, so it's like a block. Yeah? She brings the other hand up to her shoulder and does the same thing. But this time, it's the edge, outer edge, and not the palm. She does a spear hand, she does another spear hand, and then she draws her shoulder back and the palm facing you, so she's now square. She does the shuffle backwards, and then she does the child hugs the shield. So this movement, this arm, the right arm, straight line down, palm rotates, finger pointing down. And this one comes up, palm forward, fingers facing up, again elbows in, and the wrists out. She does that together. Yeah? So back into that position. Child displays the shield, hold. And again her chest is lifted. She's proud, she's presenting. Now she takes her right foot back into horse stance. Make sure her toes are correct. Grips, draws back in, punches down, and then her right leg comes in She allows her arms to settle, and that's the end of the form. This is our first form, San Zhan. I can't stress enough how important this form is. So practice it if you want to understand the higher forms of this art and the more internal aspects of creating and generating power.